For this problem, anytime you put a negative number into a variable that's squared, you treat it like this, which makes it a positive result. All of this cancels out to 0, so your answer is 4. On this one, you're going to have these two multiplied together here, so you get a 48. And if you square the value of x for this one, you get a 36. And then y is a negative 8. But that's a double negative. Say what? Oh. Well, that would be 48 plus 288. And then you finish off the back end here. Y minus x is going to be a negative 2, and when you square it, it becomes a 4. So the answer is 340. If you do up here on top, that's 2. Squared is 4, times 6 is 24, plus 2 is 26. Plus 2 is 28. If you multiply 28 by 3, you'll get 84. 84 plus 4. You didn't add 4, did you?
No, it wasn't that. I didn't multiply that whole thing by 3. I just added those two, multiplied it by that double number.
Well, the bottom comes out to be 22, so the answer is 4.
Okay.
That's been up all day today.
I've got it 2 times this week.
The winning number today is 2.
Oh my. Hey, my homework's a little crumbled because somebody crumbled it up. 3 times. We were playing a game and I got this one first.
5 out of 7 is 71%.
Wow.
All right, here are the answers. And there is a mistake on the first one, if I remember right. On the first one, I should have multiplied here by 5 to get a 5 there. And when I subtract, I get a negative 7. So the remainder is negative 7. X plus 5, remainder negative 7. Number 2 is x to the third plus 7x squared plus 22x plus 78 with a remainder of 321. The third one is 3x squared minus 13x plus 28, remainder negative 61. 4 is 2x plus 12, remainder 27. Five is 6x squared minus 52x plus 519, remainder negative 5192. And 6 is 2x to the third minus 11x squared plus 13x minus 17, remainder 12. And 7 is x squared plus 5x plus 17, remainder 64. Number 8 is 6x minus 6, remainder 9. 9 is negative 2x to the third plus 3x squared plus 2x plus 6, remainder negative 2. 10 is 4x squared plus 8x plus 30, remainder 88. Same as yesterday, we're going to stick with dividing polynomials. And we'll get to the rest of this after we have a test on the division. Example 1. What do I do first?
X to the third. Negative x to the third.
Ah, yeah, we have negative x to the fourth, and this times something must give me this, so it is indeed negative x to the third. So now I have to multiply this by these two items. That's going to be negative x to the fourth plus 2x to the third. Any questions about how I came up with that? Okay, now what do we do next?
-3 minus 2.
Negative 3. What happens to these? They cancel out. So we have negative 3x to the third minus 2x to the third is what?
Negative 5x to the third.
Negative 5x to the third, and then what?
Drop down 2x squared.
Drop down the 2x squared. What do I multiply this? That's right, I multiply this by negative 5x to the second to get this. So negative 5x to the second, that would give me negative 5x to the third, and I'm multiplying this by this to get a positive 10x squared. We're multiplying this by this and this. And we came up with this. So these will cancel out, and I'm left with 2x squared minus 10x squared is a negative 8x squared. Yeah, I'd have to multiply by a negative 8x on this to get this. So a negative 8x there will give me a negative 8x squared here, and plus 16x because I multiplied this by this. So when I go through to subtract, this is gone, and I have negative 6x minus 16x, which would be a negative 22x. And we got to drop the 2 here and multiply this by negative 22 to get negative 22x. Multiply that negative 22 by negative 2 to get a positive 44. And when I subtract, I get these two canceling out, and 2 minus 44 is a negative 42. So my remainder is negative 42. Oh yeah, that's a 22, not 2XX. Double extra large.
Is the ones on Friday, are they going to all of them that long? Or are we going to have 20 questions?
We're going to have to start with negative x squared to get negative x to the third plus 3x squared. And notice that everything cancels out. So you drop down the negative 2x, but you also have to bring down the minus 4 as well. So you would have to multiply by a negative 2 to get negative 2x. You would also get a plus 6. These cancel out. Negative 4 minus 6 is negative 10. So negative x squared minus 2, remainder negative 10. Alright, so we're going to need an x squared to get x to the third here, and then also a plus 3x squared. When we subtract, these are gone, and negative 2 minus 3, that's a negative 5x squared. We're going to need minus 5x here times this to get a negative 5x squared. Don't forget to drop down your minus x. We'll get minus 15x there. Subtract, these are gone. Negative x minus a negative 15x is 14x. And then you'll have a plus 14. And then this will be a 42. Subtract, cancel. That's a, what, a negative 48?
Yeah.
So the remainder is negative 48.
I forgot. Yeah, didn't we do that?
For this problem, you should have an x to get x squared minus x, and when you subtract, these are gone. Negative 2 minus a negative 1 is negative 1. And you'll need a negative 1 there. Cancel, so this leaves you with a remainder of negative 2.